What's going on, everybody? Hopefully, everybody's doing well out there. We're doing a podcast today with my friend Charles, one of my best friends, and we're going to be going over time management and how to keep a good work life and school balance. And I wanted to introduce my friend Charles. Here he is.
Hey, what's
How
going
you
on, guys? What's going
how
on?
you how you doing today, my good friend?
Oh, no, I had a good day at work, That's good. And I'm doing the podcast, so
That's good to hear. It's a pleasure to have you on here today, and
thanks, man.
I'm glad that you're able to come on here, and we're gonna get right into it. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about how we met. We met at my job a couple years ago, and I guess we kind of hit it off back then. And
Yeah.
sometime years along the line, we kind of reconnected, and we've gotten close ever since. And yeah, so I guess if you can say a little bit about yourself and where you work, what you do, and what degree you're going towards, or what kind of school you go to.
Okay. So, again, my name's Charles. Right now, I'm a sales financer, so I finance stuff. Anything from home goods to, living accessories. So I do that stuff. Right now, I'm actually trying to be a programmer and engineer, so I can make prosthetics for the unable. So that's something I want to do. Is, help the environment, help the people out. Other than that, time management wise, I've been doing work. Everyone needs to make a living, so that's what I'm doing. And then on the side, I'm just trying to do my schoolwork, do my schedules and stuff, just doing Zoom meetings and stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I get you, man. So for myself, I'm going to University of Texas at Arlington. This is my first semester there. Unfortunately, I didn't really get to go in person, but I'm glad to be going either way. I graduated from Eastfield with an Associates of Science about 2 years ago, and I kind of decided last year in the middle of the pandemic to go back to school, and now here I am. My degree that I want to go towards is broadcast communications. And I guess timing wise in my schedule, everything's online, asynchronous, or one of my other classes is synchronous. And I think two of the other ones are asynchronous. So timing wise, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and that's my main time to get my work done from school. And then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I work at Kroger. I've been there for 5 years now.
But yeah, bro, no, that's cool. Yeah. Other than that, bro, I'm just, going to work, doing that, and yeah, school's great. Other than that, I'm doing online just like you. It's pretty great. No complaints. Professors are cool. Everything's on my own pace where I'm doing, so I'm not really rushing into it. I'm doing my classes here and there. But it's a cool program. I'm over at Western Governors University, so I'm doing their online portion. So I don't have to attend there, but I can still enroll, and it's still super cheap. So I'm cool with that.
All right, that's real cool, man. I guess I wanted to ask if you have anything outside of work that you're working towards, or any hobbies or anything like that that you might want to get into.
Other than that, I play video games. I program. I'm doing some small stuff like that. I work 10 hours a day, so when I get home, I'm usually tired. So I'll cut up on some classes. We'll play some games, so we'll hang out.
Yeah, for sure.
But other than that, I'm excited where I'm going, where you're going. I'm super proud of you, bro, for real.
Yeah,
Um,
I
I'm
appreciate that.
yeah, no problem, bro, for real. Like I'm excited. We're young. We're learning about stuff.
Right.
Um, I know where I'm going in life. It's gonna get more difficult, and especially for you. You want to get into broadcasting, music, DJing. So that's an
Right.
uphill climb for you. And that's cool, bro. So I'm proud of you on that move, bro. And for me, it's more on the medical wise. My fiance, she's a nurse at Parkland, so she's doing that. So she's in her own schooling as well, so she's trying to finish up with that. But other than that, like work life, it's going great. I'm better than where I was at years before. So that's
Right.
yeah.
And I definitely respect that, and I'm proud of you as well. So I guess for myself, like Charles kind of said, I've been DJing for about 10 years now, I think. Yeah, about 10 years, and I've always been a huge fan of music. music, something that I'm really passionate about. It gets me through the day, and I love music. I love collaborating with everybody. I love networking now. I used to be afraid of networking before, I was always in my head kind of thing. So networking now, it feels like an ease. I'm still kind of getting the hang of the ropes on how to network and how to connect with other people in music, using social media or using people that I meet or people that I work with. I've met friends on Instagram, that I kind of connected with and we worked on stuff in music. I have a few coworkers that play an instrument or were music producers or are music producers or, friends that rap or sing or anything like that. So I love being a part of that and I love being able to bring my skills as a DJ to, whatever they're working towards or whatever they're working on. So that's a little bit about me, and like you kind of said, video games. I love video games as well. That's one of my favorite pastimes alongside music. Me and you been playing games probably since we met for years. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
A
yeah.
couple times a week, and yeah. So that's a little bit about me and my hobbies, and I guess as far as, scheduling, like I said, I try to knock out most of my classwork Monday through Wednesday and so I can be able to focus and have more time towards the weekend, for work
Yeah.
and for other things that, I need to tend to, family stuff or personal stuff or just, sometime, I need to relax, just to get away from things and yeah, so that's a little bit about my
So
scheduling.
as far as that, bro, like I know my passion, I grew up, in a bad neighborhood and I wanted to escape. So like I will always play the video games to escape. And video games got me into program because I was like, you know what? I want to play video games. I want to make video games. And then I wanted to be a video game designer at one point, but then I felt like I wasn't cool enough for that, for the world. Like in my perspective of cool, it's like I want to be helpful to other people. And I can make video games, man. People enjoy that. But I
Right.
want to help more. So that pushed me to the medical field. Like I worked at Baylor Scott and White, so I did patient transport, and that was fun. I helped a lot of nurses and stuff. So then after, my influence on gaming and wanted to be a gaming designer, I was like, you know what, let me integrate that into the medical field. So then I was like, okay, well what do people need? So then, there's veterans who don't, have hands or legs, and I want to be able to like give them that, give them the opportunity to walk. And we take a lot of that for granted, like I can grab this cup, I can drink it easy. And a lot of people don't have that. So like, when I'm older, I hope I can at least give that back to people. Just the luxury of, grabbing a cup, typing on the keyboard or eating a sandwich. I want to do that, So from video gaming to, being in a mental state to where, I want to be responsible for other people, it influenced me to change. So like for me growing up into that, what influenced you to, from playing video games to then DJing and then to now wanting to do broadcasting? What was that for you, bro?
Right. I feel like, music inspires me personally and I feel like I guess kind of what you said about, helping others and all that. I feel like I want to create content through music or through DJing or through collaborations or through like making mixes or whatever. Like, because last year, unfortunately, and, still currently, times are real hard, unfortunately, the pandemic and all that. And I feel like, I made plenty of mixes, and collaborations this past year and hopefully I don't really care about the plays at the end of the day. I do it out of love and I do it out of passion, but if I could make somebody smile off of a mix or somebody
Yeah.
comments on a mix and say they like it or they love it or whatever, that's kind of what keeps me going, I guess. Yeah, so like I was saying, growing up, my main passion was music. I've always loved music, and I feel like, music has gotten me through a lot of problems in my own life, a lot of
Mhm.
stresses, a lot of mental health that I guess I wasn't really aware of until I got older, that I dealt with, anxiety and depression and all that when I was a teenager. And I feel like music and DJing was always my go-to, to kind of relieve some of that stress or, get away from my problems. Like it was always an escape, as well as video games. Videos games was always an escape for me too. Okay, like I was saying, current times, music and like video games, they were my escape before, but I guess I want to contribute, like the same way
Mm.
you kind of do. I want to contribute to, you know, others around me, friends, family, random people I meet, strangers, whatever, anybody in the world. I kind of want to contribute whatever I create as an escape for them, maybe, if that makes sense. Like,
You wanna, I get that, bro. Steve, you wanna turn your escape and what helped you to help others escape into that as well as like not a negative escape, but as like a nice distraction for them for what they're going through.
right, more like a positive escape for them. Like,
Yeah.
because, I would listen to a lot of podcasts, I listen to a lot of stuff like that. I watch a lot of
Mhm.
videos on YouTube, and the main podcast I listen to is a DJ podcast, and Twitch kind of blew up. The streaming platform Twitch
Yeah.
kind of blew up, and DJs are on there, and you know I've listened to podcasts where the specific DJ was talking about how people in the chat, saying, man, you changed my life and you helping me get through these hard times and stuff like that. So I kind of want to do that, but I guess not on Twitch, but I guess in forms of mixes or videos or content creation that I want to get into, later on. But I guess currently, I try to do that with the mixes I create. And, I play anything from top 40 hip hop, reggaeton, Spanish music,
Yeah.
house, EDM. I like stuff like Afro beats, dancehall, reggae. Like I like everything. I'm like a music lover and I'm a music hoarder. I probably have like 9,000 tracks on my hard drive.
That's a
So
lot.
yeah,
Yeah.
I've been having that collection since I started, probably 10, 11 years ago.
Yeah.
So like I said, I kind of want to offer a route of escape for people that are going through hard times now,
Yeah.
people that have been going through hard times the past year. And, I just want to create a happier
Yeah.
environment for,
Yeah, man.
people, people around me, friends around me. And, I kind of want to try to inspire, someone to do the same, or I want to inspire others through my work, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, that makes sense, dude. Like it really does, because everyone today, they're either stuck at home or they'll work their 9 to 5, go home, buy some groceries, and it's easy to slip into that negativity. Like it's not what it used to be, and it's a little bit better because as a society we've evolved to, be more cleanly. We've been more spacey. We give everyone space, and that also helps out everyone. So like I understand that, I get that, dude. And like it's a very important for everyone to get in their own space. You know, leave work out the mind. Leave the kids out the mind for a second. Leave your job. Leave everything out, and then just focus on yourself for a few minutes out the day, a few hours out the day. When you go eat, go eat by yourself if you need to. If you
Right.
have like 2 kids, 3 kids, get them to sleep, and then just open up a book. Open up a new podcast, open up a new song, open up a new album, and it's pretty cool that we can stay at home as a society, but we still have the world at our fingertips. So
Correct.
that's cool, man. So it's
Yeah.
important that we all have our own space because we all deserve that.
Yeah, going along with, having, our own personal space, I feel like, the pandemic and everything that's happened this past year, has been horrible. It's been tragic, whatever you want to say in a negative connotation, but I feel like it's brought in the world and people together even more. Like currently we're doing a meeting, on Zoom, on webcam
Yeah,
online,
yeah,
and Zoom and Microsoft Teams, and like I said earlier, Twitch, is just building a better connection with everybody, and like not only here in the U.S. but around the world. I feel like